All right, so welcome to a very special edition of Gondola and Chill. You can see there's no gondola. In fact, we're in a hotel room. Exciting stuff here with Resi Stiegler. Let's just jump right into it. So actually, here with Resi Stiegler, it's a great first question that we got. So how many different ways have you heard your name be pronounced?
A lot. My whole family actually says my name differently. So
what's the worst one?
I'm not a fan of Resi, even though that
like
is
Reese's.
yeah, that one's really hard. Just the sound of it is terrifying. But I understand that it's spelled very differently. So
how is it? Like, what's the perfect pronunciation? Resi.
Yeah.
So it's not Resi, it's Resi.
Yeah, and then everyone in America calls me Resi, so it's sort of a nickname.
Resi, gotcha.
Yeah, and I'm totally fine with that.
I like it. All seen the crash where you just slid for like so long.
Yeah.
And it was really exciting. We used it as your birthday post on Slalom Tokyo Drift. I was the one who actually made that post for you.
Thank you.
Besides the point, walk us through that crash, because it's like a pinnacle of Slalom Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, well, I was extremely amped that day, and I wish somebody would have just like maybe hit me in the head before and like knocked some sense into me. But sometimes I get way too excited on race day, and I was going into everything way too early, and I caught a tip going into the hairpin, and then things just started going very wrong. And if you've ever skied Red Dog in Squaw Valley, you know how steep it was. So I was all of a sudden sliding backwards with like one ski on and realized this was a terrible thing. So I was able to kick off my other ski, because I have gone through nets with skis on and it's not gone well. So
I've done the same.
Yeah,
it's not fun.
I thought I was like, ditch your gear. Like, whatever happens, at least you'll just like bounce off something.
Yeah.
And then it just kept going wrong from there, and I was so mad at myself. So I think that made the video even more hilarious.
My favorite part was the pole slamming. And the music that you put to it. Like, you killed it. Like, you embraced that crash.
It was actually
so hard.
Someone else made that one for me, but it was a good one. Yeah,
it was really good.
Yeah. I normally don't react that way, so I think it was probably entertaining for everyone to see me like not saying hi to the crowd and actually throwing a tantrum.
Makes sense. Yeah. What did you have for breakfast this morning?
Oh, this morning. I actually might have had some more pumpkin pie. I'm on a like strict pumpkin pie diet right now.
What are you gonna have tomorrow morning?
Maybe some more pumpkin pie.
I feel like some athletes have like strict like race day, like I need this in my system.
I definitely need protein or a big breakfast. I'm not a small eater, so you know, whatever gets you through the whole day.
Makes sense to me. So, what do you think there are more of in the world? People or chairs?
Oh, that's a weird one. I would think people.
Because I think like,
like,
so say like there's 4 people in my like immediate family.
Yeah.
But we've got like 6 chairs at our dining room table, you know?
And all the cultures that use pillows.
But what about all the stadiums that are empty right now?
Oh.
Chairs? Yeah, I guess they're like
chairs.
Yeah,
I guess you got to clarify.
Yeah.
What chairs you really like.
That's true. That's a very like interesting thought.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I never thought of the different cultures thing.
Yeah, because like, I think in Japan and
they
like some Muslim countries.
Yeah, they sit crisscross, right? Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Cultured Resi Stiegler. Very cool. Do you think I'm cool?
Yes. I think you guys might be the coolest.
You got that right. All right, cool. Awesome. Next, tell us about Jackson Hole. My aunt is from Jackson Hole. She loves it. It seems like it's a huge part of your life. What's your favorite thing about it?
Well, I was lucky enough to be born and raised there, so I'm obviously a diehard fan. And I think my favorite part is just the wilderness, and to be able to like walk out your door and have this incredible scenery, and grow up in a space that you can just become one with the wilderness and learn about it and really respect it. So I would say it's just simple.
That is cool stuff.
Yeah.
That's a great place to have it.
Yes.
So here's a quote for you. Jack Black once said, "There's nothing you can really do to prepare to rock. Do you prepare to eat a delicious meal? Are you hungry? Then you're going to eat it." How do you feel about that?
Actually, I think this quote might be the best quote for me right now because I've been overly doing everything and trying to be the best and not being the best. And I think that actually puts it perfectly.
I can send this to you.
Yes, can you?
Maybe an Instagram caption.
Oh my gosh, yes. This
Race day caption?
Yes,
Oh, there we go. That's awesome.
That might be my
Great.
race day caption tomorrow. I really like that. That's
Yeah,
excellent.
Jack Black, out of all people.
Gosh.
You guys are on the same wavelength. I like it.
Yes.
What's your plan after this? What are you doing?
After this interview, after the race.
Yeah, after this, what are you doing?
I'm going to eat some of that chocolate from who knows who.
That does look good.
I know. And then we have some dry land to get ready for tomorrow's race. And I think some of my friends are here too, so say hi to them.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sounds like fun. Have you ever received a coach's report that was not word for word? Okay, so the course is running a little faster than expected. Surface is holding up well, but there's a bit of a rut forming on the coach's knoll. Stay ahead of it on the pitch. Get moving to the front of ski. Really get after it. You ever heard a coach's report that isn't that?
My coach is Swedish, and I want somebody to film him because he's so like rock steady through training, super cool guy. And then he gets on the report for race day, and he starts talking. I mean, he could be talking about the sky or the clouds. You're like, where did you go? I think he gets so nervous. He totally goes. You should probably send that to him.
Yeah,
and he can,
it's a pretty template for any ski coach.
But for the majority, they all say the same thing on race day. I think they're too nervous to throw you off. Which is, you have to understand that part, but
yeah,
I agree with
we had an Italian ski coach. If he's watching this, he'll know who he is. But he told me one race to release the beast, and that was like the best race I ever skied in. On a more serious note, explain the importance of having a good 401k.
Oh, I think it's very important. I think it's good to set yourself up for the future, and to understand where your money is going and what you want to do, and to be independent, self-funded.
Makes sense. I'll keep that in mind. Tell me the best run that you've ever had. Doesn't need to be in a course. What was the best run you've ever had?
Oh, I think I was with my friends in Jackson, and we were all, my friends are very talented backcountry snowboarders. They're all like uber cool. They don't want to be seen with me because I'm the one that wears this.
Really, I feel like it'd be the different. Yeah, but exact opposite.
No, they're very loving towards the ski racing community because of me. But we went free skiing one time all together, and they're boosting it off this what looked like a small little jump into some powder, and I was just following them, and I flew, and I have no idea how both my skis stayed on, and they were all like, damn girl, you can ski, and I was like, that was very, I don't know how I pulled that off, but runs like that in Jackson, free skiing is probably my favorite.
On the same, I guess, Jackson type question, have you skied Corbett's Couloir?
I have.
That's on my bucket list. I was there when I was 13, and my dad and I were looking over the edge, and I wussed out. I know, I should have just sent it, but I wussed out. So that's
you'll have to come back.
I know.
I'll take you.
What are 3 things you can't live without?
Ooh, skiing, a good book or good read of any type, and pasta.
Alice liked pasta too. Yeah. Must be a US ski team women's thing. Interesting.
Sam, 1 second.
So Wiz Khalifa famously said, work hard, play hard. Mm-hmm. So we can all see that you work very hard, but give us a look into what your play hard looks like.
I was always a fan of that, actually, because I felt like you should reward yourself and live life to the fullest. And I had that motto since I was young. Mm-hmm. And so one of the things I try to do when I'm on the road, for instance, is to, go have coffee with some of the Swedish girls or Canadian girls, or take my teammates, if they've never been to a place, let's go see something new, a new castle, a church, go on a hike, check out, I always try to get people involved where we're going. And if somebody has a suggestion for a lookout, then I'm like, let's go get beers and take them up and watch the sunset, because we live such an unbelievable life that I really feel like we're we're too blessed to not experience it and be able to tell the stories and be able to, show that this is like a beautiful life. I don't like it when people aren't able to kind of show that. So.
That was beautiful. That would bring a tear to my eye. Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Well, I would love to be the owner of a company. I've always wanted to design something. I also have some secret plans of giving back that I'm working on, so I don't want to talk about it too much. But
we'll see you in the future.
Yeah, and probably staying within the ski community because I love it so much.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's Resi Stiegler. Amazing person. Your energy is contagious.
Thank you.
Honestly, you're like the most fun person to talk to. Thanks so much for taking the time.
Thank you. I'm stoked. You guys are awesome.